I wonder why it takes so much longer to connect to Twitch and start streaming there. There it goes. Hello everybody, welcome back. Frigid here as always. The false start there is because almost as soon as I started streaming, I got a notification stated that it ran out of disk space to keep recording. You know how it is. I had to copy some videos over to an external hard drive. At least it'll free up enough space for this stream. Professor Weasley? Huh. We are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a fifth-year student. Term begins on September 1st. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle with the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, M. Weasley. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Yes, Sir Samuel Frost, that is my character's real name. What, you thought that was my actual name in real life? You really think I'm that dumb to give you my real name?
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Can I help you, sir?
Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
What was it that look on his face? And I'm sure no one's gonna notice that. I think someone saw. Yeah, probably safe to say that. I mean, someone saw the what was it, the Ford Anglica in the second book?
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary. It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat.
Isn't that a dragon?
It was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Huh.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait. We do.
Oh crap. Well, Osric's gone. Probably.
The key. Give me your hand.
Wait, we do not know. Gets ripped to shreds.
Are you all right?
You're hurt.
Yeah, I noticed that from the health meter.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
So what is this, a Souls-like or something?
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
An RPG where you'll have hundreds of those.
Sir,
Oh,
if you
good.
want to look around a
Because
bit.
I'm not very good at Souls-likes.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key.
At least I'm pretty sure I'm not. The only one I've played is Code Vein. Okay, so we're on the coast.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find the path, however faded it may be.
Well, I have heard of Hollow Knight being a Souls-like. I wasn't too bad at that one. Although, as far as being a Souls-like goes, it's kind of different. Still waiting on them announcing the release date for Hollow Knight Silk Song. And I'm pretty sure I'm far from the only one.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Ow.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Power corrupts.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent.
Alright, just came to select an active target. Alright.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
I keep expecting there to be something in one of those pots after I break it.
Ah, up there.
Up where? Oh. Oh boy, I found some galleons.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo.
Well, it's fortunate enough of the pieces were left over and were still left around to repair that bridge. Just imagine if it wasn't.
Almost there. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
You mean like that statue? Let's see. Map shows your surroundings with the purple arrow in the middle, with you being the purple arrow in the middle. This marks your current objective. Press and V to toggle quest objective details.
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Yeah, another kick bot. At least some of those are Nordic runes. Well, one of them is.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Like some funky mirror.
Odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
So is this a different place? Must be because we're underground. Kinda looks like Gringotts.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where to begin? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely.
The key. Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I guess the portkey enchantment was one use. I didn't think they worked that way. Shouldn't this cart have seat belts?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Huh? What's with that band on his arm?
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glue you saw on the porky container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin baron.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Okay. Ah, okay. What the? Steer your wand with R, and then guide along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Okay. What the heck? So do you have to do that every time?
Revelio. There! I saw something.
I mean, every time I cast the spell?
Closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos. This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Alright, you've acquired the Wand Light Eating Charm Lumos, which has automatically been slotted to your spell slot. Lumos creates a light at the tip of your wand to help you see in the dark areas.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Oh, we're gonna have to play chess?
Look out!
Protego.
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Confringo! Exposo!
Okay. I like how like that whole thing that notifies you of an incoming attack looks a lot like Spidey Sense. Professor?
Lumos.
Where'd you go?
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
Maybe I'm supposed to follow the direction that those lights are going.
The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Don't follow the lights!
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. Suppose I'm on my own this time.
Ah, I see.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Protego.
Seems there's a chance of critical hits. Hold Q during protected to stun enemies with a stupefied counterattack. Stun enemies take extra damage indicated by gold numbers. Fiat Luxem. I had a hunch shift would be to sprint. Does that archway look familiar? What's with the sinister red glow around the edge of the screen? Oh, is that a pensive?
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place. The portkey is well hidden, perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can. Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain. Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
With great power comes great responsibility. That is the Tao of Peter Parker.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were all different in a moment ago. Someone's coming.
Who were they? I don't know. But, sir, you
Oh, now he did it. It kind of looks like they're Armagigas for Ruby. Ooh. Another kickbot.
Are you alright?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the Pensive, the Locked, and the Path to Both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes.
I'm sure they do.
I wonder. I detect something in you. A certain sense of. What is it?
Humor?
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Especially considering when I decided to start streaming this.
Exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
Alright. Oh, the sort who makes an entrance.
Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
Looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Griffin.
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Oh. Hmm. I swear my sense of direction is so terrible.
Now, which way is the common room?
Now, this way.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
into view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yep.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Huh.
You'll like it.
For a bit, I thought that guy there looked like Abraham Lincoln. I had a hunch he was a Weasley.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you were all right.
There are no Abraham Lincolns at Hogwarts.
She was with you in the carriage.
I imagine so. He did look like it, though.
Friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Indignant British sounds.
Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. He's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference fundamentally between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
Imagine brewing potions would be particularly popular with
Thank you for the insight.
wizards from Wisconsin.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Look, another Weasley. They seem to transcend time. Yeah, it sure seems like it. I don't know if it was ever brought up in the books or anything like that, like established as canon, but are the Weasleys descendants of Godric Gryffindor? Because if so, that would explain why they all get sorted into Gryffindor house. Oh, it's a star chart. Yeah, it says this one. Bit more fancy, though. Wisconsin's probably a prairie outback at this point in time with a few voluminous dresses. Yeah, probably.
What did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
I bet. Irritating which will end up working in accounts number one accounted.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
As for that hat, especially when she tried using magic on it, looked like the one that Hat Kid wears in A Hat in Time. Why does he have two portraits? Come to think of it, I'm not even sure how that's possible in like the world of Harry Potter and all that.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you
Oh, is that Peeves in the background?
After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Cool.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way, the guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Why does that one look familiar?
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Let's see, this portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Huh? See, you've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing field guide challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from... where I live is incredibly terrible, and I failed to realize it's getting worse the past 6 years. Please cars speed past every day. Do you ever wish that you really could transfigure people into frogs? Hello, by the way. No, not really. Can't say I've ever really found myself wish I could transfigure people into frogs. If anything, more like just dope slap them to bring them to their senses or something like that. Let's see. Experience from challenges increases your level and power. Field guide tracks your current challenges progress. Select the challenge menu. Collected for guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Alright. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. At least that way you wouldn't be guilty of murdering them. It's the perfect solution. Simply turn them into frogs for a few weeks. Yeah. That is an interesting point.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Pet the kitty.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Oh, what do we have here? Mine now. Whatever it is. Oh, galleons. Okay. Oh, what do we have here?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live. It includes the House Commons rooms and the Great Hall. Let's see, in this view you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house con room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library annex. Okay. Okay. Your armor looks as if it should come with a pillow for sleeping on the job.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
I kind of figured like the
Directly to Central Hall.
furred cape would kind of look like that. Which it does come with a toggle,
Get almost anywhere in the castle.
or comes as one.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become warriors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
It'd make more sense if that professor was teaching charms, because I'm pretty sure that that name comes from Hecate.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Well, Hecate was a Greek goddess. She's the patron goddess of, among other things, magic.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Talking about the Greek gods, it's all loosely speaking magic.
Professor Fig.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. But unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alright.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor
Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
I'm guessing this enchantment doesn't have the incantation of "I do solemnly swear that I am up to no good." Let's see. The symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and/or level requirements. In these cases, if you want a Harry Potter poem or rhyme chanted at you, let me know. I know a few completely by heart. Let's see. You'll need the required level and/or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Alright.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. Charmed compass. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember the other. Just remembered something. So the other day I saw like this thing on. He's doing magic. Eureka! Remember the other day I saw this thing on Facebook about like I think it's like a cargo ship that had a bit of a mishap in transit and dumped a bunch of rubber ducks into the ocean, and conveniently it managed to make for a good way to study ocean currents. And when I saw that, I couldn't help but think of Arthur Weasley's immortal line of, "What exactly is the function of a rubber duck?" Performing magic, suppose. How the heck am I supposed to light this darn thing? I thought it. Oh wait, that was the one I used to get here, wasn't it? Okay, why won't this door open? That's some funky plants. Are they carnivorous? Because they kind of remind me of pitcher plants. You right there, boss? I wonder if there's something behind that. Defendo! I think that was the spell. Like some of the Harry Potter games. Oh, is that a restroom? I don't know. At least one of the Harry Potter games, there's a spell, I think it's called Defendo, that you could use to cut some tapestries and open up secret passes. Yeah, you could also use it to stun some of the prefects that were patrolling around at night.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to them.
Hey, there we go. Pet the kitty! Pet the other kitty! Oh boy. First of all, highly disappointed that the developers apparently haven't read the books with much imagination, because it seems completely and totally the case that what makes travel via chimney flues is the fact that one requires a physical fireplace, that it being like an archway and enclosed space is part of what makes it mysteriously magical and transport impossible. Which, like, doorways are supposed to be mysteriously magical. Secondly, that the students don't carry bags of emerald green flue powder for throwing into fireplaces. True. At least they did get the at least they got the color right, though. I thought the classes were only combined with 2 houses.
There is an open seat here. Thank you. Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
So what is this, like skee ball?
Simply cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like
I'm not making you nervous. I don't bite. Very often.
the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not
Looks like a take on a British pub game to me. I don't know any British pub games.
Practice is excellent. Stay focused. Very good. Not to worry.
Just trying to grab the balls. Got it.
That's it. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly
How many?
no point in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
A little bit like croquet, but one uses hands to roll the balls. Yeah, I don't think I never really played croquet.
And Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Alright, use accuracy to summon the ball as close as you can to the edge without going over. Oh, okay.
Don't lose your composure. Do so.
There we go. Ah, you almost had it. Watch this.
Accio.
Okay, seems a bit more like curling.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
How do I release it though?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
I press the same button or key used to cast the spell. Okay.
That is how it's done.
Timing is key.
Accio.
Here we go.
Crap. Dang, at least it's too late. Crap!
Well done.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Oh, you could have knocked her ball off. That will cause points to be deducted from your opponent. That's what I was trying to do.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you.
When doubt, cheat.
Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Alright.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Huh.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
I have a hunch that it was probably it's probably his intention. Which makes me think that one of the developers of this game has probably watched Konosuba. Why the heck does he have an Iron Maiden?
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss
Good point.
Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
First class student, huh? Gee, why does he look familiar? Ding! Well appointed? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What new quests? I guess I shouldn't be surprised it has some dating sim elements to it.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yes.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Oh. There it is. It's even better than those tracker bugs in Monster Hunter. Or whatever the heck they're called. I've heard that tune before, but I'm blinking on the name. I think earlier I heard them playing a few bars from Pocketville's Canon, though. Why is there a rhino skeleton here? Just seems kind of random. What are you looking at? You better not be eyeballing me.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise to One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
A book or a stool?
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say
If only all of my students were this adept.
Protego. Stupefy.
I do enjoy lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Huh, respect from a Slytherin. You don't see that very often.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
How many?
Professor Hagrid. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Well, that's because Slytherins are superior. Everyone knows that.
Well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Another Iron Maiden?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
I've seen this play before. He's trying to set him up to get detention.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules.
It's a quite kissing spot.
Or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. Sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Till next time.
What's with the skeleton? Nah. Nah. See, it's supposed to look like the real skeleton, you know, assuredly, in fact. Yeah, I imagine so. I just don't know why there's one there. What the heck?
Lumos.
Maybe I had to give it a poke in the eye or something.
Revelio.
Oh. Why are they color-coded? Gee, I wonder what those three at the bottom are. Oh, I see. So yellow is, control. Push. Flips objects enemies upwards and backwards with its short cooldown. It is excellent for setting up and extending juggles. Its ability to flip objects instantly is used for solving puzzles, exploiting certain enemies' weaknesses. In a lot of the games, it was an offensive spell. Red is damage, go figure. Violent, purple, violet, plum. Yeah, whichever. Expelliarmus is considered a damage spell, except it disarms. Also deals damage to all enemies if they do not carry a weapon. Confringo. Long range bolt that deals damage on impact. Enemies with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds, during which time collisions will result in incendiary bursts. Its range is short and requires to be close to the target. The spell deals significant damage and lights certain objects on fire. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds, during which time collisions will result in incendiary bursts. Disillusionment. Okay, I probably have to use that in order to open that chest. So, gray is utility. Transfiguration. These spells for panty wastes. Something over there.
Revelio.
What is this? What the heck is this?
Lumos.
Wusses, basically. What is this, a gas chamber or something?
Mind where you're stepping?
Let's see. Oh, you mean ninnies and flower boys? Yeah, pretty much. Panty wastes, pansies, ninnies, flower boys, whatever you want, whatever term you want to use. This passage is relatively nondescript as far as passages go. However, the mishandling of a crop of... Yeah, pansies. Yeah, it's another one. However, the mishandling of a crop of Mimbletonia in the 16th century and the accompanying tsunami of stink sap left it with a rancid odor that even the strongest scouring charm cannot seem to eradicate. And unfortunately, Febreze has not yet been invented at this point. So what the heck is with this thing over here? Why does it resonate with Revelio? What does this do again? Oh, okay. I think it's a dog.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Is that the gargoyle right there saying that? Someone forgot to explore the entrance. Forgive me, the entrance hall. Blasted American. Or Central Hall. It would be called an entrance hall, wouldn't it be? To my knowledge, it's what everybody calls it. What happened here? Oh, I probably need the Reparo spell for that. Yeah, this game is starting to give me like some Metroidvania vibes, and I like it. I like that genre, especially if a dev manages to translate it rather well into 3D. Oh. There's that sigil down at the bottom that was glowing a bit. Oh. Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness to of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the Wyvern of Wye, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Huh? Why isn't it working? Oh! It's like a puzzle, as Mr. Torg once said. Hey, there we go.
Something else too. A dash of
Powdered bat spleen? Why would you need something like that? Americans. Oh well, it's near the middle and everyone uses it the most, and it's a hall of sorts. isn't it? Let's just call it Central Hall. Yeah, but if it's like, if that's the main means of ingress, you call it the entrance hall. Let's see. Well, Americans are minimalist overemphasize efficiency, incredibly utilitarian. In Britain, we have entrance halls, antechambers, galleries, foyers, usually one great hall. I wonder. With the front door antechamber before it, yeah. I'm kind of looking at this puzzle here because I'm thinking like the numbers. It did pick up on the fact that oh, there you go. All of those showed up on that. There's 10 of them. What that means to go to the 21st one, which would be that one right there. It's crap, I can't remember what that was called. It's in the like that Fantastic Beasts of Where to Find the booklet, not the novel. That mystery one is that one right there. It's not. Hang on, they're out of order. So it's that thing, then I'm not sure if that's a dragon or because it kind of looks like a bat of some kind. Which is the third one. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be.
I reckon Sebastian did not expect such a sound defeat.
Yeah. Then the newt. She turned me into a newt! Lofty heights shall reveal the secret. Oh, okay. Well, I have noticed that with that particular thing, it skips every other one.
Revelio.
And this is the other ones. I think I wrote that cryptically enough. Let's see.
Revelio.
Oh, there's another one of those things right there.
What am I missing?
Lumos. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest.
Just
If I can
one?
work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Well, yeah, I kind of noticed that too from messing around with it.
Time I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
It feels like it's nearby.
Revelio.
Oh. Hmm.
This looks like
Ah.
an indication from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Like a moth to a frame.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Whenever I see an opportunity for a pun, you bet I'm taking it. Bless Max head. Just wait till I do. Just wait. Yeah, I shall be forced to take punitive action. Oh, just wait till my stream on the 15th. That's gonna be my annual dad joke-a-thon. Why? Punitive action. Yes, indeedy. And why is my annual dad joke-a-thon going to be on the 15th? Well, because that's Father's Day, of course. Oh. There he is.
Revelio.
What is in here? Huh? Haven't seen my father for 11 years. Wales.
Revelio.
Loftier than this. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was on the wrong side of the hall or not. Why is there a relief of a dragon carved into the wall there? Wait, is that supposed to be Smaug? What is up with that?
Revelio. Accio.
You're not looking for rotary symbol. You're looking for something else. Okay. Well, hang on. Nope. There's no way up on that side. Ah, but there's a very real possibility that there'd be some fans of Tolkien in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Try the other staircase on the other side. Alright.
Revelio.
Hmm. Oh, okay. What's with this? Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it goes clockwise and they're all added together. Okay. Alright, so 4 would be the I need to put over here, and that's that weird funky bird thing. That one's gonna have to be 3, so it's gonna be the Hydra. Hey, there we go.
Revelio.
That's all that there is in here? Oh. Tartan Blazer? I'd much rather have my tartan kilt. Alright, so it's the salamander in Harry McBoone. Which makes for 11, so I need 3. Back is that one again? The Hydra. Except that one doesn't yield it. Oh wait, no, 4, my bad. Let's see. Wait, hang on. I think it is, some people got halfway through the game without catching on to the numbering for this. Judging that the Scottish, the Welsh, the Irish are inferior people put on this earth to perform menial tasks for the English. You know why God created whiskey? Stop the Irish from taking over the world. Let's see. There we go. Huh? No. 5 plus 0 plus 13. That's 18. So that one's correct, unless it connects to a different one. And to mention, this is rather simple algebra. You're just solving for x.
Revelio.
Not missing anything else, am I? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, it's because I put the wrong one there. Derp. All right. Alright, so the Harry McBoone is 5, of course. So it's like Penta something or other is the name. Harry McBoone's the nickname. So that's 11. So it needs another. So that'd be the salamander. Of course, the unicorn is 1. Because that's how many horns it has. Well, some of these circles kind of remind me of like the alchemy circles and that kind of thing from Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, it's all the way up here.
Revelio.
Oh, it's a Niffler. Oh, thanks for the follow there, Eastay? Itstay?
Revelio.
Okay. So 2 plus 11, then it's 13, of course. So I need 8. That's the spider. 8 legs. So that squid thingy. And that dude. So that's 9 and 5, so 14. Makes for 3. You need the multiple head case of a Hydra. Come here, you! Statue of Gregory the Smarmy. There's a symbol not included on the parchment. It's a Ralph Wiggum with an ice cream cone stuck to his forehead, otherwise known as a unitard. Nice! The statue with an ingratiating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Actually, I can. Oh. I can't help but like look at that and imagine it's like something built by like some redneck wizard in the Appalachian Mountains. I thought the potions classroom was supposed to be in the basement. Oh. That's a Professor Sharp's Auror badge. Aurors comprise the Ministry's magical law enforcement and protect the wizarding world from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. This Auror badge belongs to Professor Sharp. Oh. Reveal to me your secrets. Let's see. Memorandum. Date 31st of December 1875. From or office. Subject Borgin and Burks. Makes sense. There's that one wizarding shop in Nocturne Alley. Borgin and Burks has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more wars to join those that have already been watching the shop. You're amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. I don't like how goofy they look. Hey, someone been practicing alchemy? Yeah, they better be careful. It only costs you an arm and a leg after all.
Revelio.
A level 1 lock? What, do I need a Lohomora or something? Or am I only able to unlock it at level 1? And it's usually not how that kind of thing works. Dobby? Is that you? Let's see, this ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base. Just don't listen to their singing, that's how they get you. Eh? Oh. Wait. Eh.
Revelio.
I heard that. Sound like it came from over here. Nope. Right here! Let's see. Situated at the center of a Hogwarts greenhouse, this giant tree has a system of roots as deep-reaching and convoluted as the school's dungeons.
Revelio.
Sound that came from that direction. Wait, you heard me break wind? How? Leans over his bed and sticks his head underneath it to check if the coast is clear.
Revelio.
Huh. I wonder what those plants are. I mean, like that bell chime. Man. Yeah, this game has kind of reminded me of something else. And it's a relatively subtle thing, but it kind of does give you an idea of how a lot of movies that come from Hollywood these days are just, they're just not what they used to be. You don't see movies from Hollywood much anymore that actually have all that much in the way of a soundtrack, and even then it's not one that's actually been composed for the movie. It'll just be songs that that have already been made and already exist, and even in cases like that, the soundtrack's pretty minimal. It's most notable if you watch either the prequel trilogy or original trilogy of Star Wars, and then you watch the Disney trilogy. Ah, man, this thing hasn't been cleaned out in a while. Let's see. This wooden statue bears the likeness of Pangradon, a fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted steady companion. This suit of armor belonged to Sir Skagglethorpe Sir Skagglethorpe the Heedless, when wisely challenged a mountain troll to a game of musical chairs. Probably. Let's see. The Three Sisters bells are said to be a tribute to three similarly named beautiful steep ridges that rise majestically over a glen in Argyllshire. It is rumored that one can hear them ring in the glen way across the highlands when they are rung in the castle. Locals have been baffled by the mysterious ringing for years. Oh, I was thinking I was going to be able to do the first few notes from the Futurama theme on those. Horns like this were used by goblins during the 1612 Goblin Rebellion to rally troops and generally annoy witches and wizards. This one was discovered in the aftermath of the rebellion behind the Hog's Head Inn with a wedge of Gorgonzola stuffed inside, presumably to mute it. Sounds as if you need some cough medicine. Not particularly. Ah, dang. I'm gonna find another world in that wardrobe. Urn of Ashes. This particular urn is rumored to have once borne the description "Pioneer in Dragon Taming." Should not have started with the Hungarian horntail. Nice. Sounded closer. Nope. Ah, there it is. Ah, that must have been the Hungarian horntail he started with. Sleeping Dragon statue. The Hogwarts motto, Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandis, means never tickle a sleeping dragon. Fortunately, this particular sleeping dragon is made of stone and will never awaken. It may be tickled to absolutely no effect. What'd he do?
Revelio. Revelio.
What the heck is that? Looks like a toad.
Revelio.
A really big toad. Ah, so much for that. Well, hang on. Alright. Uh-oh. It's all gloomy and dungeon-like. And I think I might have found the wine cellar or something. It's for the teachers, of course.
Lumos.
I don't think a single student likes Professor Black. They may pretend to like him.
Revelio.
Out of their mind. Black only looks out for the pupils. My sister organised Quidditch practice all summer to prepare for them.
Revelio.
I'm so freaking lost.
Revelio.
Ah, there it is. It helps to play this game with headphones on. Here perch the slimy yet symphonic frogs that comprise the Hogwarts Frog Choir. These magical amphibians can sing in 6-part harmony and hold a pitch better than most humans. Oh, that must be a reference to the third movie. Ah, dang.
Revelio.
Poor Sebastian, we think that you aren't interested in his subtle romantic advances by now.
Revelio.
Actually, yeah, I might have time for that.
Revelio. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Ding! Alright. Oh, yeah, now it opens. Seriously?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Dee. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Maybe.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streamer. Regardless,
What's a streeler?
continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall
Not in this
find
stream, anyway.
time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman
Except he's pairing me with a wand, not you, Professor.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
What the heck? Oh. Yeah, kind of think. I remember there was a there's a couple of Harry Potter games for the Game Boy Color back in the day. There were RPGs, like, you know, kind of your standard turn-based ones. The first one you only played as Harry Potter for like the battles and all that. The second one you could also control, you know, Ron and Hermione would also be in the party. I bring that up because I remember in that game there was gear not in like, you know, these gloves, cloaks, and headwear and all that. Looks goofy. Which day? Because my day may as well be circa 1940. Well, when I say back in the day, this was this had to have been around the time that the first and second movie came out. So that was some time ago. But I'm just about out of time here. So, figure I might as well raid out. Well, it looks like Kasumi Okami's playing Helldivers 2. I think there's like a major order going on right about now about an Illuminate invasion. In any case, as always, folks, thank you for watching. And peace to live with you this day and always. Take care.